Hello everyone. Today we are going to get our weekly message. So go ahead and connect to your guides. Ask them for, guidance, what's coming in for you this week, what's some advice that you need to hear, anything that's coming present for you that you just need clarification on. I want you to just ask them to bring it forward in this read. As always, if you are interested in a personal, my link will be in the description box. You can do a 15, a deeper dive, a completely different personal reading, but it is in the description box below. All right, let's go ahead and pull some cards. Go ahead and connect to your guides. Ask them to bring a message forward. What do you need to hear? Ooh, okay, so we had cards just fly on out. Okay, let's just see what they say. They're all on the floor. Okay. We have forgiveness, reduce burden. Okay, we have midnight, the most magical night of all. And then we have werewolf. Oh, I love this card, exploring the wilderness. Okay. You're definitely having, you've been having some heavy energy, okay? And werewolves, I don't know if you're aware, it's like something about the full moon makes them transition, right? And so that's very synchronistic because we just had the full moon, and I've been talking about heavy energies where you've been either feeling super anxious, or you could have a lot of negative energy, you could have a lot of positive energy. It can go back and forth, and it's because you're transitioning, you're having that change. We're about to have this eclipse, and I definitely think that it is going to be something very significant for you, and I just feel like it's like we're and then the Cinderella midnight, I don't know if you're aware of that. I don't know why these just keep popping in my head, but at midnight she transitions. You are transitioning. Oh my goodness, like there is so much change coming forward, and I definitely feel like with the eclipse, which is happening on Monday, there's definitely a lot of different energies that are coming forward, okay? There's been a lot of heavy energies. This could be sadness, this could be grief, this could be, just like not knowing a direction to go into, and it's like we're changing into that. Like we're now moving into something else. Whatever this is, it's like you're gonna go ahead and move past this forgiveness, where it's either you're forgiving yourself, you're forgiving somebody else, and we're putting this pain to the side. We're able to work through this pain so we can transition into a better version of ourselves, or a better version of something. And it's like you need to process this in order to have this change. Let's go ahead and pull some more cards. Okay, so we have nurture. Take care of your needs first. Your nurturing will benefit the others only if your needs are met first. Nurture the new in your life and watch life grow. Okay, and then we have the goddess. Yes. Oh, I love this. It says, create and be gentle and nurturing yet strong. Do not listen to those who want to keep you small. Believe that you are as important as the stars in the heavens. And then we have empowerment. Believe in your own power, create change, control your life, be empowered by becoming the example, and use your past experiences to make yourself stronger. Okay, so there's somebody that's with you, okay? Whether this be your guides or angels, a loved one, you know that you are being guided by somebody. You do. And it's time for you, this full moon, this eclipse. I'm going to have eclipse messages posted on Sundays, so I highly recommend that you watch that. Be prepared for tomorrow's video, because I just see like there's so much that's going to come forward for you with this eclipse. Like I'm just feeling it super strong. But it's really time for you to focus on your needs. And I think that's the transition that we are taking. I think that you are so used to focusing on other people, or focusing on making sure that other people's needs are met first. And then it puts you to the side, and it doesn't allow you to have all this power to improve yourself. It's time to focus on you. I think sometimes you might be trying to be willing to pick up a ton of different things, be pulled 10 different ways. But it's time for you to believe in yourself, and be strong. It doesn't mean that you have to be rude or you have to do this, right? It says be gentle but strong. Be willing to put your needs first. So if that means that you have to tell somebody that you're not available at that time, or kind of put a situation to the side so you can focus on something else, it's time to do that. you need to allow yourself to feel your emotions, okay? So if this forgiveness, I want you to feel your own emotions. I think sometimes you can kind of put your emotions to the side because it's easier to not deal with them than it is to deal with them. Maybe you have a lot going on, so dealing with emotions just isn't something that you are available to do. Whether that means like you can't deal with them, you can't feel these emotions, I'm not sure, but I feel like you put these emotions to the side because I don't have a moment to process these, so I just have to set it aside. I really want you to go through your emotions, whether they be sad, happy, anxious. Like, it's time for you to feel all of these emotions. And I don't know, it's time for you to embrace who you really are. Embrace this change, embrace this transition. Those who are willing to, support and encourage you to make this change, that's who you need in your life. You are very empowered, and it's time for you to take that step into this leadership role. And I think this week for sure, it's not just this week, but weeks to come, I definitely feel like you're just kind of going into the vibe of that, where it's like you're learning to put yourself first. So we have Be Real, another full moon. We have full moon in Aquarius, Be Real. It's time for you to be real with yourself. I don't feel like this is being real with others. It's like believing in yourself, being real with yourself, knowing what you can and can't handle. If somebody really tries to overwork you or tries to make you feel, okay, so then we have Believe in Your Good Luck. I feel like there's a person that's currently in your situation, okay, and we have Forgive. There's another full moon. We have another full moon coming out, and it says Embrace the Flow of Life, and then we have Talk Less, Feel More. I definitely feel like there's somebody that's in your current presence, and it's like you allow them to kind of let you feel down about something, or they treat you a certain way, and I need you to kind of, you have Forgive coming out twice, okay? I need you to put an arm's distance. This doesn't go for everybody, but there's either a person or a situation, and I feel like there's a person where it's like they don't allow you to feel as good as you should. They kind of hold you back. I think that and this could be a situation, but it's like I feel belittled. I feel like I'm like, for some reason I feel like I'm like working for you, or I'm doing this like my presence isn't good enough for you. Like, I have to beg for you to appreciate me, or I have to ask for this, whatever. There's something that goes back to your past, okay? And I need you to forgive yourself for something in your past, because whatever it is, I want you to know that you're good enough for this person, you're good enough for this situation, but you're not going to be able to prove that to them. You need to know it in yourself. And I want you to feel your emotions. I think that there is somebody or something in your life that's making you feel like less than, not enough, not good enough, not this, and you are good enough. You are more than enough. So it's time for you to kind of know that everything happens for a reason, but it's like, I need to put me first. Like, until I put me first, like, this is going to continue to happen. Yeah, there's 2 paths ahead of you. And I think for you, you're that type of person where it's like, it's hard for you to put your needs first. It's hard for you to go forward with something because you don't want to hurt somebody's feelings. But you have a lot of feelings that are inside that you don't get to say, that you don't, here's death, transition. There is a lot of transitioning going on. We have the 4 of Cups, and then we have the Queen of Swords. Okay. I need you to put your thoughts first, like your feelings. If somebody is making you feel negative about yourself, or making you feel like you're not important, I don't know if this is in a workplace, but there's like a person that is like ahead of this, that's like, and this could be like something where it's like from your past, right? Where you're like really feeling this strongly about yourself. It's time to make that like decision to move forward, to have that change, to be able to move and have this transformation. Know that you're good enough. Let go of these negative thoughts. Let go of not believing in yourself, okay? Because it's like your feelings are not, like, they're not valid in that sense. And I get why you feel that way, but it's like the way that you feel about yourself is not true. You are an empowered being, and you need to believe that about yourself. I really want you to work on switching your mindset, and that's been a lot, I feel like, in a lot of messages recently, but truly, I think that it's time for you to work on your mindset. It's time for you to believe in yourself and know which direction, making a break for it, and it being successful. Okay, it's time for you to make that break, because it's going to be successful. You're going to, yes, and I was like, I just want to look at the last card to see what it is. fulfillment. It's time for you to have your fulfillment. It's time for you to have this feeling of being successful, making that break for it. But it starts with you. It starts with forgiving whatever this is in the past that has hurt you or caused you to have this feeling or this disbelief. I need you to let it go. It's hard. I know it's hard. It's hard to let this go, but it's time for you to forgive yourself for being in that situation. Forgive the person, forgive the situation that has happened, so that way we can move forward. Whatever happened, it definitely sucked. It definitely wasn't fair, but it's like, I feel like it took a piece of you, and like now it's time to get that piece back. It's time to take that empowerment back. At some point your voice was cut off, and it's like now you're finding your voice again. Work on your throat chakra, work on some meditation, some affirmations. I want you to know that you are powerful, you are strong, you are going to be successful. It's time for you to make that change. You are going through major transition. It's like there is so much change and transformation coming forward for you, and it's like I see you turning in to this goddess, to this strong, like right here's the goddess, here's this strong werewolf. Like, you are strong and capable and beautiful inside and out, and it's time for you to step into this leadership role. Take that empowerment back. Anybody who is making you feel little, anybody who is making you make you feel not noticed or like you're not good enough, it's time for them to not kind of be there anymore. And sometimes when we're in that situation, when we feel a certain way, right, they're there so that way it pushes us to prove ourselves to not only them but to ourselves. Like, if you even have that slightest belief that you're not good enough, that's a boundary that you're putting out there. You're good enough. It's time to make a break from these negative thoughts. It's time for you to make the choice to make this change, to get away from these negative thoughts. It's time to be successful and have these dreams come true for yourself, okay? And you have a loved one that is just standing with you. It's like, I'm trying to push you. I'm trying to force you to move forward. It says, so this card flew out. It says, take note. Turn an attractive notebook into your gratitude journal. Record all the daily incidents, no matter how minor, for which you are grateful for, which show you attracting more abundance into your life. The more you write, the more wonderful experiences you will attract. And then let's just see. Yeah, sometimes we always focus on the negative, and I'm one to do so as well, where it's like I focus on like my negative thoughts, and I'm like, I push those out. And maybe we should try that, like where we focus on these. Like, I obviously am grateful for like, the positive things, but we need to kind of focus more on the grateful side, and then think of like the positive things. And when you write those down and you're really like, giving appreciation, and you're like making it noticed, that's gonna come forward for you. All right, we have heal, and there's that forgiveness, this healing. We are really going through a lot of healing this week. Whenever you see this video, okay, this is timeless, there is a lot of healing that you are going through and you are processing. And it's like this healing to forgive ourselves, to forgive others, to forgive situations, to gain this leadership back, to gain this empowerment back. And I don't even know if you're fully aware of all of it that has been given away, or all of it that's been the lack of, right? Sometimes we have to lose it, gain it back, to see how low we were, so that way it never happens again. And that's how I feel for you. It needs to not happen again, because you are such a courageous being. Okay, it says heal. If you want to cure an alignment or a disease, avoid thinking about it or talking about it. Keep saying, I am perfect health now, and thank you for being a perfect body. Know that you are being healed right now. I want you to forgive this situation. I don't want you to be angry anymore. I don't want you to feel this anger and this hurt when it comes to this. I want you to understand that everything happens for a reason. We may not understand it. We may not get it. We may, and sometimes like there is some pretty crappy things that happen, right? And it's like we lost, and with whatever this is, it's like we lost a piece of something, and it's coming back. And it's like you need to heal from this. You need to be able to put the past in the past and know that we're moving forward. We're never going to let that happen to ourselves again. We're never going to be in a situation like that again, because I am powerful. I am beautiful. I am worth it. I'm courageous. And I think that's the energy that we need to focus on, rather than feeling like we are in the lack of, or we're in this negative spot, okay? I hope everybody enjoyed their weekly message.